One dimension about the American empire and the dying American empire that I'd like to talk about or hear your thoughts on is our role in Israel and why we are so desperately clinging to this alliance and what the Middle East means to us going forward.
I want to try to answer it by being philosophically and historically sensitive to the issue. The United States projects onto Israel its own situation, and vice versa. Now, we all do that. I mean, projection, if you study psychology, you know, is a major thing. We can see in others what we often cannot see in ourselves, and we begin to try to work on problems we have by working on them when we notice them in other people. And then it often comes as a shock when the other people say, after a certain difficult moment, you're projecting. In other words, throwing it back on you. So let me explain. Israel can only exist in the long run, I suspect, and I know they suspect it too, by eliminating the Palestinians, either physically, which is a horrible thought for people who are victims of genocide to become perpetrators of it, that even for the right-wingers there who talk like that, must be some difficulty there somewhere. Or by pushing them out, or by expelling them so they go to Egypt or Syria or Lebanon or somewhere else. And that means for them, the United States, and people have to face this even though it's hard, is a model. We did it. We Americans did it. What's left of the indigenous population here? We killed them almost all. And the few that remain live in horrific conditions in what we call reservations scattered across the country. There's hardly anything left of culture, languages. I know they preserve them, they try hard, but you know, for most people the word Navajo means turquoise jewelry, if it means anything at all. So we're the model. If the Israelis weren't afraid of what it would sound like and what it might do to their support here, they would say that. They would say, who are you Americans are telling us we shouldn't do what you did? To which the answer is history. Yeah, we did it at a time and you can get away with that. You can't. So, I mean, it's useless as a model. It's not doable at this point. And now vice versa. Israel is a model for the United States. What is it doing? It's trying to hold on to a colonial situation. The epithet that many use against Israel, that you are an example of settler colonialism, that's correct. That's right, they are. They're not different in that way from Rhodesia or South Africa. And what happened to all of them? Whoops. Israel is arguably one of the last remaining settler colonialisms where the fight is still going on between the settlers and the people they displaced. The first book I wrote, published by Yale University Press, was a book version of my doctoral dissertation, which was a study of settler colonialism in the East African country of Kenya. It's now a standard, but if you're going to do an economic history of Kenya, and my book is among those you'd look at. I went to Kenya, I went to the British Museum where the data were, and I'm a good economist, a lot of data, full of tables in there. I mean, I did the work. But it's over. You know, the Mau Mau rebellion in the 50s ended effectively ended settler colonialism. The United States sees itself in Israel.